casting with Siink tips. I see a lot of guys Skagit casting now with Siink tips. The water's a little cooler, but it still doesn't warrant a huge Siink tip. I don't think. But here's the problem Skagit casters are having. And if you've been on the Deschutes and I've seen you, this is, yes, you, but a lot of guys I've seen this year, or gals. The first thing is you don't know what's going on because you've set your anchor way back behind you. Okay? Everything's behind you, and so you're just staring out this way, and then you're sweeping around and lifting real high and blowing your anchor and casting. So main thing is to get the anchor fairly close to you, okay? So I don't want the anchor behind me. I don't want to go like this and then try to cast. I want the anchor closer to me, not behind me, next to me. So that means my rod's going to have to be there. I'm going to lift and come around this way. Then my anchor's next to me, and then I can make the cast. Second thing is, Skagit casting is just a little teeny cast because the lines are short. So you don't want to sweep around and come way back here and lift. I see a lot of guys that are so close to hitting that sweet spot, but they're just, instead of just coming around and casting, they're coming up like they're making a Skagit cast. They're casting a long line. They could do a great long line cast if they cast it like that. But for a Skagit cast,
keep it right here.
the rod tip can still go up like it needs to with your hands right tight. See how it just goes up? And then you cast. That's all it takes. You don't have to do this and blow the anchor. So do a few casts without blowing the anchor. Still talking about casting Siink tips. I have the Bryson Walker 13.6 8-weight Walker. It is a lovely stick. It's a six-piece travel rod, okay? I'll be taking it to Alaska with me at the end of the month. And got a Boss mid-belly 7/8, about 50 feet, okay? So it's got a, say, 6 feet of type 6 on the end. Near as I can tell, it's just from a homemade line, but it looks like it's about type 6-ish, okay? I have got, there's my Siink tip, and then a few feet of mono, and then I've got this, kind of like a hobo Spey on steroids. Okay, it's a stinger fly, not real heavy, but a little bit of a pain for sure. But these Boss Spey lines are so powerful that you can fish a Siink tip on the end of them. They have great turnover. It is superb. It's the funnest line I have to cast because of the turnover. It just shoots out there. You can throw a dart and watch it unroll and parachute no matter what kind of leader you got on it. It is a very powerful turning overhead. So I thought, well, shoot, I'll throw a Siink tip on it and a bigger fly. Here's the takeaway. To cast this with a Siink tip and a heavier fly, it'd be way easier on a Skagit head, but I don't even think I have one with me. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting real high and towards the bank a little, and then I'm keeping the rod tip up high for the sweep. I'm not flattening out. I'm trying to keep everything in a little circle above my head, and go high. So you can still set your D-loop where it needs to be with your rod tip really high. It's just a matter of the energy you put in it at the right place at the right time to make it go in the right place. You don't have to flatten your sweep. Go up, out, up. Cast. I'm casting into the wind. The idea is to go up, keep it moving keep it up, and then once it passes your shoulder, you gotta get that rod tip going up. You really can do any kind of a lift and sweep, snake roll, single spey, whatever, as long as when it passes your shoulder. The golden rule of fly casting by Robert Gillespie, as told by Robert Gillespie, is once it gets here, it's got to go up. So you can do a snake roll, and it's got to go up when it passes your shoulder.
I'll try the single spey again towards the bank, keep it high.
Okay, my anchor landed belly first, but it still flew. Some of these casts are going to be ugly, but I will tell you that if you lift up, you can really come around and dip. But then after you dip, if you come up really steep and drift really high, you can get that thing to land like a normal single spey can. So I'll do it again. Go down. Okay, that went good. Okay, and it was coming in belly first, and then when I drifted up, it came in, kind of landed, straightened out, and I cast. It's very, very valuable, and it's very easy. It's really fun. So if you do it with a dry line, towards the bank, keep it high, push, and out it goes. It's kind of ugly, but the anchor landed right. I'm not all wigged out about trying to get a flat anchor. I'm just drifting high, and it flattens on its own. You got that sink tip in the fly to turn over, and I can fish it. It's more work. There's a really powerful rod for an 8-weight and a really powerful line. They're really fun to cast. High, high, push, lift. Yeah, I got excellent. Yeah, I got excellent turnover, and I can fish this without having a Skagit head. Because if you do it with a dry line, oh, that would have been beautiful, but I got a frickin' tree behind me.